The Five Stages of the Reading Process by Amber Hall, EDLC 632B03, Literacy and Language Instruction, Spring 2024. The learning outcomes of this video are to identify the 5 stages of reading and their purpose, describe each stage of reading, and give examples of activities that correlate to each of the 5 reading stages. Learning to become a competent and independent reader is a process. Reading is a complex interaction between the text, the reader, and their reason for reading, and it is shaped by an individual's background, knowledge, and experiences, their expectations, and their language community, which is both culturally and socially situated. As children learn, practice, and master reading strategies, they progress through the 5 stages. Children move through the stages of reading process at different rates and proficiency, making it a process that is unique for each child. Teaching reading uses the 5 stages and is a multiple comprehension strategy instructional approach that explicitly teaches students how to think before, during, and after reading, and has been shown by research to be an effective way to teach students to be proficient in reading comprehension. Students use their past experiences in the text to create a meaning for reading that is useful for a specific reason. As they read, they think about what they already know about a topic. They set a purpose for reading, read strategically, and draw inferences using context clues. They use their knowledge about text, thinking about genre and the topic of the text, and applying what they've learned about the text to structure and guide their reading. Good readers use predicting, visualizing, connecting, questioning, summarizing, and other strategies to think about and understand what they're reading. They also learn to monitor whether they are comprehending the text and take action to solve problems and clarify confusions as they occur. As students use the reading process, they become capable readers. They learn to identify words, read fluently, expand vocabularies, and deepen their comprehension. The 5 stages of reading are pre-reading, reading, responding, exploring, and applying. During pre-reading, students activate or build background knowledge, students set their purpose for reading, and students preview the text. Activating and/or building background knowledge during pre-reading has been shown through scientific research to be an important step in reading comprehension. While there is some disagreement as to whether it is better to just focus on existing knowledge or teach relevant knowledge during this phase, research shows that both activities do increase a student's reading comprehension. Pre-reading activities allow students to build their background knowledge, set their purpose for reading, and preview the text. Examples of activities that activate background knowledge include creating a KWL chart or playing a video for the class that is related to the topic of the book. Setting reading goal activities include having students make a list of predictions that they can come back to after reading, providing a single big picture question before reading that students need to answer, or giving students a list of targeted text-based questions about the text before they begin reading. Planning for reading activities can include having students preview the book's cover, illustrations, or first paragraph to make predictions about the book, or have students flip through the text to search for unknown words to add to a vocabulary list or chart. Stage 2, reading. Students read independently with a partner, use shared reading, use guided reading, or listen to the text be read aloud. Students read from beginning to end or read one or more sections to learn specific information. Students apply strategies, activate background knowledge, connect, detect bias, determine importance, draw inferences, evaluate, and monitor. And students read the illustrations, charts, and diagrams. During reading, students read the book or section of the book using different types of reading. Reading aloud is when the teacher reads aloud to the entire class and students participate in reading activities during the reading and the teacher models what good readers do. During guided reading, the teacher reads with small groups or students at the same level or who use same reading strategies while scaffolding students' reading. Teachers usually begin reading and then have the students finish reading on their own. During shared reading, the teacher reads aloud while the students follow along. Buddy reading is when 2 or 3 students read together and take turns reading. And during independent reading, students read alone on their own at their own pace. Stage 3, responding. Students respond in reading logs, and students discuss the text with the classmates or their teacher. During this stage, students think about what they've read to create meaning and deepen their comprehension. They may think about how the text made them feel, relate it to things they know, form questions, make predictions, or discuss the text with others to gain insight and perspective. Responding is an important step because it helps students see that people do something with what they read. Discussing the book being read is an important connection between reading the books and then creating responses to them. Response to reading activities. Activities include having students write or draw about their thoughts or feelings about what they've read in a reading journal, or have students answer open ended questions in their reading journals. Students can participate in a whole group and small group grand conversations, and they can write summaries of their reading in their reading logs. Stage 4, exploring. Students reread and think about the text more deeply, called close reading. Students examine the writer's craft, students learn vocabulary words, and students participate in mini lessons. Exploring the text involves applying a more analytical process to re-examine the text through rereading. Students reread the text to develop a better understanding by locating big ideas, determining the author's purpose, or reflecting on words and sentences meanings. Teachers ask their students text-based questions to guide students' rereading and help them uncover deeper layers of meaning. Students focus on the writer's craft by focusing on the genre, text structure, the language the author uses, and learning about the author. Unknown difficult words are identified and learned to improve comprehension and word knowledge, and teachers should vary how they approach close reading depending on the text complexity and student needs. During this stage, teachers use mini lessons to teach reading strategies and skills. Exploring activities include giving students lists of questions to answer after reading on topics about the author's purpose, ideas, structural elements, word choice, sentence structure, viewpoint, and others. Having students create timelines to sequence the events of a story. Having students write down or share their favorite excerpts from the text. Have students research the author, share a video about the author, or have students compare works by the same author. Have students write unknown words they found on a word wall, and have students complete 4 square vocabulary word graphic organizers using the text vocabulary words. Stage 5, applying. Students create projects and students value the reading experience. During this stage, students use what they've read to apply to participate in activities. They read similar or related material and create projects and evaluate their experiences, which helps them see the value of their new knowledge and deepen their understanding. They build on their reading experiences, the responses they made immediately after reading, and the exploring activities they participated in to apply it to their projects. Projects involve talking, writing, and visually representing and can take a variety of forms. Applying activities. Oral projects include giving oral presentations about the topic of a nonfiction book, presenting a book talk, or creating and sharing a poem or song about the book. Written projects include writing a prequel or sequel to a book, rewriting the story from another viewpoint, researching a topic related to the book, or researching the author of the book. And visual projects include creating a collage, creating a slideshow, making a storybox with objects from the book, presenting dramatizations of an episode from the book, or creating a website about the book or author. The 5 stages of reading offer an abundance of opportunities to differentiate instruction. During the reading stage, teachers can differentiate instruction by using a variety of reading methods, such as reading aloud, shared reading, guided reading, buddy reading, or independent reading. They can do this throughout a single text or by assigning one of the types of reading to each student based on their individual needs. During the applying stage, teachers can differentiate instruction by giving students choices between oral, written, and visual language projects. They can providing students with choices can increase their motivation and interest in learning. By offering project choices that include the different productive language arts, oral, written, and visual, students can select the method they understand most, which allows them to best express themselves. Teachers can also use a combination of individual, partner, and small group projects to allow students to demonstrate their learning. References.